Madhalim Kamri. Probably all of you will be knowing that I am working as a professor in National Institute of Medicine in Bangalore. Here I have some of the things like you people are almost, you have completed your graduation. Is it?
Yes, sir.
How many of you are still in the final year, are doing internship?
Final years.
Final year, some of you are doing that internship job. Because the content what I am going to share with you, in future if you are interested to do research, that will be applicable to you. And some of the students that are pursuing the post-graduation studies, definitely it will be very fruitful for all of you. So, completed the graduation.
Yes, sir.
And you have appeared All India Ayush postgraduate entrance test also.
Yes, sir.
Some of you are preparing for this.
Yes, sir.
Is it? And admissions are also being over.
Yes, sir.
How many of you have taken admission in the PG? 1, 2, 3. I was expecting some 8 to 10 people are here who are doing the post-graduation program in 2 specialization.
We are
Thanks,
8.
my boys here. Some of my students have joined this program. Thank you for joining with this deliberation. And your admission is over. Soon after the admission, I think you have started exploring some of the things related to the research protocol. You have made some research studies now.
Yes, sir.
Research protocol is over.
Yes, sir.
Right. And as a part of this approval, ethical clearance also been obtained.
Yes, sir.
Is it sure?
Yes, sir.
Though some of your studies are not being directly linked to the ethical clearance, but your scientific and technical committee give an approval.
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Please, if you are giving responses to me, definitely will enjoy every point of presentation till whatever the time is going to be.
Okay, sir.
If I am exceeding my time, please give me some signal so that I can finish it. Finally, you people have submitted the synopsis also, the research protocol to the university.
Yes, sir.
I hope all of you know.
Yes, sir.
Then the question is, what is next?
Exam.
True. This is coming to the point. Let me take, anybody please tell? Here, some of my students told that next is examination. It means after completing the 12 months of your course, you are going to appear the first year of examination.
Exactly.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
If I say, of course it is there, prior to this something is there.
Studies.
Studies, you have to refer throughout the course. Before you are going to write the examination, you have to have thoroughly reading, because the post-graduation course is different from the graduation course what you have come across. Right?
Yes, sir.
If you would like to add anything, what is next under the context of the next? Do you have anything to be add, to be included here?
Knowledge.
Knowledge, of course, the thing what we are going to knowledge. I mean, how we are going to gain the knowledge? What is the source of knowledge? This is also supposed to be the part during the next, before the examination. As because of the time is the concern, let me concise some of the things so that we'll come to the end of the purpose of my deliberation today. See, I asked you what is next. We got some sort of a mixed kind of a responses from all of you. But at the same time, I have some queries. You know what is meant by query? Questions. Just I would like to know from your end. I know that you know the question. I know every query I have an answer from your end. I need your attention, please. Because I just wanted to involve all of you people to this deliberation mentally. So this is a purely an interactive kind of a program. So my question, will you agree all of you will be attending my queries, PGs?
Yes, sir.
All other, I am missing some of the faces to whom I know, the postgraduate students. So the queries, PGs, it is not mandatory for all the postgraduate students, any person, faculty, even I include Dr. Naila also here, and the other students, faculties also. This is a very common point. And the first query what I have is, as a researcher, you have posed a certain question in your mind that what we call as a hypothesis. What was your research question? You just assume that, imagine that. Before you are finalizing the protocol, you had some question in your mind like a research question. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm not asking what is the question, but I'm just asking, sensitizing you. While you are compiling your research protocol, you had a question in your mind.
Yes, sir.
The question everybody knows, even I know some of your questions. The second point is, how did you get that research question? Is it somebody told you? Or you have got some idea from the seniors, colleagues? What is the rationality? Then what makes you to think about that particular question? What motivates, what makes you to select a particular question? If I know that Madam was doing some research work on the gynecology, some of our students they are working on the melasma, some students is working on the acne, somebody is doing on the psoriasis. Why? Why particularly? What makes you to select that particular question? What motivates you? What is the reason?
Interest in that subject.
Somebody has interest, somebody has their own problem, somebody thought that this is the need of the time, we have to work on this needs, because this is one of the most common problem, and there are so number of treatment methods are there, but they are not doing well as the people are expecting. So as a researcher, we are trying to explore the thing, we are trying to give a solution to such a problem. That also makes the point here. ऐसा ही है कुछ तो होगा. Another important point is how you collected that enough information. Do remember that enough here. Information about your research question. The question is how you collected information about the research question, what you had in your mind.
From guide, co-guide.
कैसे?
Through guide.
Through guide, definitely. He is the only man who will help you, though he may not be helping you, but ultimately you have to acknowledge the guide. Beyond the guide,
Research papers, references.
I mean to say, can it be a newspapers?
Research papers.
Pardon?
Research papers.
Research papers. Supposed to be, I can say this is a published paper. Papers which are available in the public domain.
Authentic books of ours.
Authentic books. See, we are using a word authentic books, right? And beyond that, और भी कुछ हो सकता है जहाँ से आपको information मिला होगा?
Previous studies.
Journals, previous studies.
By seniors who have did the same topic.
Seniors, they did the same topic. Remember, I have an answer to that question. Okay, anyhow, you have got some of the queries related to your research question. Still, I believe that I don't think this is enough, sufficient for your study. Will you agree or not? आप लोगों ने जितना मटेरियल कलेक्ट किया, methodologies, something, still you have a question in your mind. Still, some of the things are not clear.
Yeah.
How to get this, where to get this question, the answer to the question. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
I hope all of you have.
Yes,
and the
sir.
future who are thinking as a researchers, they too face the same kind of a problem. And the solution what we have. So, and the point is, if as I ask you what is the source of information, like you told, your seniors have told, your guide has told, you have referred the paper published in the public domain, standard books, all those things you cover, right?
Yes, sir.
Even though just I told you. But are you satisfied with this information, available information? Even I got the answer to the question. Some of the questions related to your research are still unanswered.
Yeah.
Is it there now?
Yes, sir.
That's the point. I have to put an ambiguity. If yes, how? If no, then why?
Why,
You
sir?
know that practically when you people are involved seriously while preparing the protocol, you know, as a researcher, even still they are learning. As a teacher, still I have to learn from the student. Being a new people who are devoted to this research protocol writing, ultimately you have to come across all these kind of phases. And now the necessity makes us to think about what is the source from where we have to collect the information. This is up to this very common point, which very नहीं करने दो, अच्छा तुम बैठ जाओ.
Wait. Sit. He was calling.
ठीक है. So यहाँ से अब थोड़ा और interact करेंगे, right?
Yes, sir.
See here the slide shows this first clinical trial. How many of you know that the first documented clinical trial was held, and what was the clinical trial? Research students. अभी हम पढ़ा हुआ है. If you know, you just tell me. If you don't know, you just tell me, because the time is the matter. I have very most respectable seniors with me. They are assessing my all the presentation also, I hope. We know that some of you know, some of you may not be knowing that the first documented, historically, the first documented clinical trial, you know, जानते हो? Basically, the person who involved in the trial is not a doctor, is not a researcher. He's a man from the soldier. He's a person from the military.
Military. Okay.
Right. And now, the first incident depicted in the historically what we have found is from the Bible. The Old Testament of the Bible, there is one chapter called the chapter of the Daniel. It shows clearly it's a randomized controlled trial. It's a trial where the food versus wine. It's a very wonderful story. Probably your teacher is going to teach you. The people who are dealing the research, they will explain you. They might have explained you also. Till today, this is the first of its kind, that first clinical trial is being depicted, documented in the history. That's what I know. This is a very classical one. The second one, what we have available, the James Linde. How many of you know the James from Linde? 1747. So most all of you will know that. He is the one who explored. Again, it's a randomized controlled trial. Basically, he's a surgeon. He took some of his soldiers to exploration in the sea, and it's in Salisbury, some place. And the soldiers, the people who are moving in the ship, they started developing the scurvy. Scurvy is a very beautiful problem. Actually, the patient won't do anything. There is no lethargy. There is no something loss of energy. People are very active. So all these things are observed by the surgeon, James Linde, and he started exploring that how to control the problem of the soldiers who are sailing. Finally, they came to know. He conducted an experimentation. Finally, he gave the solution. Scurvy can be treated completely with the orange juices and the lemon juices. Again, the new research says that this is not the first of its kind of research. Right?
Yes.
These are the two. In fact, the modern clinical research are laid on the principles applied by the James Linde. That is called as the scurvy trial. So, with these two references, I can say they are something like they have occupied the pre-clinical trials in the history. Okay? And I have a question. You know who is the first surgeon and who was the first surgery? ये जो हमारा डिस्कशन है कोई ऐसा वेस्ट नहीं है. I have a reason for every point here. The first surgery and the first surgeon. Will you that? Do you have any idea? Probably can you assume that? Imagine that who will be the first surgeon and what was the first surgery?
Sir, no, sir.
No idea.
No, sir.
Okay, let me share you. The first surgery around 6500 BC. Now this is the time where the people are thinking about the diseases are just caused because of the curse. The devil forces enter into the body. And the treatment is also, they are likely to do the evacuation of some devils from the body. And they believe that they are occupied into the skull. So craniotomy is to do, there is trepanation is done. The science, the report says that around 6500 BC, the first surgical procedure is supposed to be, perhaps, there may be different. My observation, my review, my studies says that this was supposed to be the first surgical procedure carried out by the people. And the modern science says, the surgeon says that probably the Shushruta is the one who is supposed to be the first surgeon, and now he developed so many surgical techniques. And you know, if you look at the period of this Shushruta, there is a Vedic period, Veda. So this is also coming around 5000 BC. One can believe, and globally most of the people say that Shushruta is the first surgeon, and he has defined so many refined techniques of the surgery. Even started doing the plastic surgeries like rhinoplasty and all of those things are there. And today most of the people say probably he is the first. He was supposed to be the first surgeon, Shushruta, right? Here I have not a controversy, but the claim of the people.
First surgeon.
I hope the picture is visible.
Yes, sir.
What you able to, what the picture evidences? Lord Ganesha, he was just like a human being only. Parvati created the Lord Ganesha because for attending some the daily activity, she created Ganesha and kept her in front of the gate adobe of this house. There is a mythological creation is there, and there is a lively boy was sitting there. By the time, the Lord Shiva was off the house and he was there in the mountain hills doing some sort of that meditation and some all these things. All the way when he came to home, this boy, this small guy, he prevented Lord Shiva to entering into the home. Because Shiva doesn't know that that Lord Shiva is the husband of the Parvati.
Yeah.
There was something like, something has happened wrong. Lord Shiva aggressively, he used his trident, Trishul, and cut the head of the Ganesha. What the mythological says that. And now, after that, because once there is a Lord, no Ganesha, he entered into the home and he's just sat with the wife, Parvati, they are discussing. While taking the supper, lunch, whatever the time it could be, Parvati, she realizes that, where is my son? Then he said, we don't have any sons, how can you say the son? Then ultimately she told about the story, and when they came, they found that Ganesha was no more because he was decapitated, head was separated. And now, ultimately, because the powers used by the Lord Ganesha, the Shiva and the Brahma, he took the help of the elephant and he implanted over the body of the Ganesha. Right?
Yes, sir.
So why I am giving this reference is, the globally most of the people, surgeons, they are just trying to convince this is supposed to be the first surgery. Okay? Still it is not clear. I am not claiming that this is supposed to be the final one. I gave you some of the references. Ultimately, why I have given the references, how we learn about all these things. The question is, I told you, the first clinical trial was held in the Bible. It is there in the books. And even I told you the James Linde's experimentation, even most of the people are believing. And the first, the surgical procedure was carried out some 1600 BC, remember to me. And Shushruta was supposed to be considered as the plastic surgeon. And we have a methodological characteristics of the surgeon and the surgery. How we learn about this? This is the question.
History.
Pardon?
Through history.
Through history. History and again different sources. Let me take you the point. The information what we have collected is available in the form of primarily written documents. This could be a patra, manuscripts. Sometimes we have the pictures and arts also. अभी आपने देखा होगा कपिंग के और कुछ तरीके जो है ना, still it's there is pictorially they are represented. अजंता एलोरा में भी लिखा हुआ है, ग्रीस की कई मंदिरों में कहीं लिखा हुआ है, ग्रीक के कई टूम्स में रखा हुआ है, इलीज को इस्तेमाल करते हुए, because that was the time permitted method of communication, the documentation. So we learned so many things. If you come little bit out, then subsequently people started writing the manuscripts. उसको भी हमने समझा, पढ़ा, and books also there. Like somebody was talking about the authentic books. Mean, but the same time we have the non-authentic books also. Yeah. Reliable, non-reliable sources of information. Yeah. Records. Lectures, like just we are learning, we have learned so many things, the very crucial points of the research related issues, particularly the Unani system of medicine, Professor Zulfi साहब ने बताया था, and we have learned so many things, बहुत सारी चीजों को साहब ने बताया हुआ, so the source of information is through lectures also, and all these informations are available in the form of a material, collected material in different forms, either it could be a physical, a transmissible material, or digital, available in the form of a material like in the libraries. That is generally we used to go to the libraries to collect the information. Is it right now?
Yes, sir.
अब तो बहुत बोर हो गए हैं. बात कब खत्म करेंगे सर ये सोच रहे हो?
No, sir. No, sir.
चलिए नहीं तो thank you. Okay. So coming to the point, actually my topic of discussion is clinical trial registry. Some of the importance of the objectives of the clinical trial registry and importance. This is what I selected. Then how it is related to this? अब तक मैंने जो introduction दिया उससे इसका क्या ताल्लुक है? That I'll explain you, because look at the objective and the importance of the clinical trial registry. मैंने बताया कि this is 100% applicable to the people who are doing post-graduation studies right now and who are intended to pursue higher studies post-graduation. Apart from that, whosoever is interested in conducting research, it is must for them to learn, understand what exactly the clinical trial registry is. Okay? Coming to the point of discussion, this is basically, this is small outlook what we are going to learn here. We will try to understand about what is clinical trial registry. Then WHO started one clinical trial registry. It's called as International Clinical Trial Registry Platform. Third one is objective and importance. What my topic is this. We have some primary clinical trial registries. The question is, who are the primary clinical registries? Coming to our subcontinent India, we have our own clinical trial registry of India. Little bit introduction about this. Finally, the database, what the database is going to tell you, and conclusion. So the first point is what is this clinical trial registry? I have categorized this clinical registry into 3 different subheadings. Clinical trial. The first point is clinical. What is clinical trial? Any trial is being conducted on human beings, human subjects. The involvement of humans is very mandatory. Okay? Purpose is whatever it could be. It could be a diagnostic, it could be a therapeutic, it could be a prophylaxis, it could be whatever it could be. But should be applied on the human subjects. And registries are something like a place where we keep the records. Generally told, records, lectures, videos, scripts. All these things are available somewhere, they are collected. Libraries just there about them. Registry also a place where we are keeping the register, the records, whatever it could be. The information, whatever the information you have in the record, that will be kept at the registry. Registries are the multiples particularly pertaining to one particular kind of a population and their specificity. So like that, these are the 3 terms. Basically the 2 terms do remember, the clinical trial and registry. And what is the objective or aim, we'll be focusing on that. Before that, I would like to, the main importance, ज़रूरत किस बात की, क्यों, why we are learning about the clinical trial registry. मेरा टॉपिक खुद जैसा है, clinical trial registry, importance and objectives. इसकी जरूरत क्या है? Why we are paying importance to this?
Research is not recognized
True, that's true. So I wish to know the people should learn about this. The importance of the clinical trial registry is, before that we try to understand the importance of the research, the clinical trials, okay? This paragraph says about that the clinical trials hold enormous potential. We don't know. Whatever the trial you are intended, अभी आपने जो एक मफरूज़ा hypothesis बनाया हुआ है, we don't know the outcome. It may be positive or
Negative.
sometimes it could be negative. And some of the time it may be ambiguous. What to do is positive or negative. Conclusion is also very difficult. Then the problem arises. Okay, because every trial is having very enormous potential. That's because it provides benefit to the patient. हमारा मकसद तो वही है, हम जो तहकीक करने जा रहे हैं जिससे कोई फायदा हो जाए, एक नई चीज इजाफा हो जाए, मार्केट में जितनी दवाइयां हो रही है उसमें एक और नई दवाई शामिल हो जाए, लोगों को दवाई ऐसी मिले जिसकी कॉस्ट अफोर्डेबल हो. देयर आर सेवरल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बिहाइंड दिस वन. एंड इंप्रूविंग द थेरेप्यूटिक एजेंट्स. हमारे पास बहुत सारी दवाइयां, जैसे वी हैव ए ग्रुप ऑफ एंटीहाइपरटेंसिव्स, डिस्लिपिडेमिक्स, कॉस्मेटोलॉजिकल ड्रग्स बहुत हैं. बावजूद इसके वी आर ट्राइंग टू इंप्रूव दिस. ओके, ensuring advancement in the medical practices. Like तो हमारे पहले लेक्चर में जुल्फी साहब तो कह रहे थे, बहुत सारी हर बात सर की बिल्कुल काबिले और क्या कहते हैं, it's a matter of a debate. Every point is very noticeable and one has to think seriously. Purpose of the clinical trial is to provide advancement in the medical practices. That's the reason we are doing all these things. Okay, there are certain problems also. Like unfortunately, the data of various trials are either difficult to find. सर ने बताया था कि अब तक जितना रिसर्च हुआ है, even I'm also taking the responsibility for the last 17-18 years I'm working in Department of Mualaja. A huge number of, I think, in National Institute of Unani Medicine, Mualaja department is the one who produced enormous amount of research work. More than 100 theses are submitted, completed. And most of the work are different. I mean, suppose if a person is working on one disease, the same topic is been repeated methodologically and interventionally, there is a change. But we never come forward to go for publication, bringing to the public domain, to the public network. So it is very difficult to find. I hope that as a researcher, आप लोगों ने अपना प्रोटोकॉल बनाते वक्त आपने भी कहने के सोचा होगा, information not available. Maybe I'll give an example also. Difficult to find, and second thing, in some cases do not exist at all. Also, बहुत सारी बीमारी ऐसे जिसकी मुताल्लिक है ही नहीं मवाद. जैसे I know that कुछ का टॉपिक ऐसे करने जा रहे हैं जिसमें इटियोपैथोजेनेसिस ऑफ द डिसीज रिलेटेड व्हाट वी वांटेड टू डू यूनानी में. जैसे सर ने बताया था कि बहुत सारी चीजें क्लियर ही नहीं है, हमने पैथोलॉजी को उस तरीके से नहीं समझ रहे हैं. And there are so many things it makes it difficult to find, and it's not existing. The reason is, and the reason for not existing is sometimes the trials have given very wrong kind of information. So all the way they have to be abandoned. कुछ ट्रायल को दरमियान में खत्म कर देना पड़ेगा. बास ट्रायल ऐसे होते हैं कि हमने सोचा था कि दवाई बहुत अच्छे से असर करेगी, and let me take a privilege that I must be categorized like a very positively worked researcher, ताकि मेरी हाई हाई हो, बजाय इसके रिजल्ट नेगेटिव हो गया तो हम सोच रहे यार पब्लिश करने से शायद अच्छा नहीं होगा, शेयर करने से अच्छा नहीं होगा. द नेगेटिव रिजल्ट्स आल्सो मेक यू नॉट टू गो फॉर पब्लिकेशन. मीन सच अ काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी अवेलेबल. ये तमाम चीजें जिस वजह से आपको लिटरेचर मिल नहीं पाता, आप सही तह तक नहीं पहुंच सकते हो. एंड समथिंग लाइक अबंडन नॉट पब्लिश्ड ड्यू टू ऐसे either it is a negative or ambiguous trials होते हैं जिसकी वजह से भी लिटरेचर अवेलेबल नहीं होता है. बट द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इज इवन several selectively available information from many clinical trials, they are not matching with reference evidences. The question is how we are going to collect the selected available information about the clinical trials. कहां से मिलेगा आपको? जैसे मैंने कहा कि भाई पिछले 17 साल से मुआलजात में करीबन 100 से ज्यादा थीसिस वर्क हुए हैं, and all the thesis work is available. If you try to explore the content from the literature, somewhere there is a still stigma. Somewhere there is a space, a big gap is there. There is a what is called as improperly filled. There is a linkage, missing of the linkage between the evidence and the concept. This the biggest that makes us the people not to be coming to the conclusion. मुझे लगता है थोड़ी सी बात को थोड़ा सा डाइवर्ट कर लें. डाइवर्ट इन द सेंस मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा ज़हनी तौर पे फिर दोबारा लाना चाहता हूँ. अभी रिसेंटली हमारे पास एक मीटिंग हो रही थी जिसमें एक एक्सपर्ट ने हमसे बताया देयर आर सर्टेन रीजंस व्हिच आर नॉट मेकिंग यू टू बी इंटरनेशनली पॉपुलर. यू इन द सेंस द यूनानी पीपल. समझ सकते हो क्यों? द पर्सन हु रेफर दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट आइडिया, दे आर द एस्टैब्लिश्ड रिसर्चर्स. They have very good vision. They have very good capacity of analyzing the things. Somewhere they observe that the way you are working, the work, the methodology, the things, they are not satisfying to the international community. You have to change yourself. You have to adopt some of the things. So it's the need of the time. Even as a researcher, today's researcher, tomorrow's anticipating that you are going to do some research. You please do remember that. Customize yourself to the need of the time. Not with all the classical thing what we have. Like without changing any, what is called the fundamentals of your concepts, your theories, try to do the thing which should be acceptable. The generalizability of the acceptances should be met. ये प्रॉब्लम के जो है ना अवेलेबल भी बहुत ही नॉट अप टू द मार्क ऑफ गिविंग द एविडेंसेस. ओके नाउ मतलब आज नहीं बल्कि आज से करीबन 2 दशक पहले इंटरनेशनली पीपल रियलाइजेस दैट वी हैव टू हैव समथिंग लाइक एन इम्पीरिएटिव रीएस्टैब्लिश व्हाट इज कॉल्ड द पब्लिक ट्रस्ट इन क्लिनिकल ट्रायल. पता नहीं आज मुझे याद है मेरे पास स्टूडेंट व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग अ पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट स्टडीज फ्रॉम हैदराबाद एंड हैदराबाद वाज एविडेंस विद इंडियन फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी. मॉडर्न की फॉर्म था, वहां पे बहुत सारे एंटीबायोटिक्स प्रिपेयर होते थे एंड जनरली द प्रैक्टिशनर दे वोंट एक्सेप्ट द आईएमपी दैट इंडियन मेडिकल फार्माकोपियस प्रोडक्ट फॉर यूजिंग इन देयर डे टू डे प्रैक्टिसेस. मैंने क्या कहा आपको समझ में आई बात? इंडियन फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी एक हैदराबाद में फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री जो बहुत सारी दवाइयां बनाते हैं जिसमें उनके इंजेक्टेबल्स भी और करते थे. जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर्स दे वोंट प्रीफर टू टेक द पर्टिकुलरली द प्रोडक्ट्स फ्रॉम द आईएमपी दैट्स इंडियन फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी.
Why, sir?
That's the question I'm asking. Why? What was assumed that? What was the reason? They prefer to take the other pharmaceutical companies' products. Generally, as a practitioner, I'll see the effectiveness of the drug. If the drug is doing tremendously, up to the extent, I'll prefer to take the product in comparison to the products which are available in the market. Probably they have observed that the products produced by the Indian pharmaceutical companies, the government-based, was not of qualitatively standard. Right?
Yes, sir.
So this, like, there are so many points which is emerged in the time to time, and the people will realize that now this is a time to go for a right directions and re-establishing the trust among the people and the clinical trials. समय आज से 20-25 साल पहले ये बात शुरू हो गई है. हम लोग आयुष के लोग हाल में हम लोग that we came into momentum. Particularly if you talk about the Unani, since the establishment of the National Institute of Unani, I believe, I may be wrong, because before the National Institute of Unani Medicine, there are other postgraduate teaching institutes are there, like Jamia Hamdard, then Aligarh, Government Islamic Tibbi College, they're all established postgraduate teaching institutions. What they were doing, I'm not aware, but what I have felt is there is a huge momentum in the documentation and the research work, and there is a change and acceptability and generalizability of the research procedures adopted in the Unani system of medicine. इस बात को लोगों ने महसूस किया, then उन्होंने सोचा कि how to we implement this, कैसे किया जाए. That's that possible if only all clinical trials should be conducted and such a conducted research trial should be registered. There must be a central registry. जैसे आप लोगों ने ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट होती है आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन होना है स्टेट काउंसिल में.
Yes, sir.
कितने लोगों का नहीं हुआ है? जिन लोगों ने हाउस जॉब इंटर्नशिप करने से पहले स्टेट मेडिकल काउंसिल में दर्ज करवाया कि नहीं करवाया? Whether you people have got that some what is called this a temporary registration? Provisional, so-called provisional. After completing the internship, you people are further going for the final registration. Why do you have to take this registration?
License, sir.
Pardon?
License.
It's out of a license. It's a permission.
Yeah.
Now the people, authorities keeping a data. She is permitted to do the practice.
Yeah.
He will be. Without that, you will not be permitted. I mean, there is one registry which keeps a record. Yeah, she is qualified and she is capable to do practice. Like he is qualified, he can capable to do the practice. Without registration, of course you can do the practice, but legally you will not be protected. So some platforms are there which keeping the data and giving recognition to you and establishing yourself as a practitioner, right? So here, people thought that we have some centralized, a common registry where all intended research work information should be available. अच्छा ख्याल है ना? Right. तो इसी की वजह से क्या हुआ था? And the purpose is registries will prove to be very ensuring that the transparency, accountability and accessibility. Transparency से हमारा मुराद ये हुआ है कि जो बंदा जो रिसर्च कर रहा है, जो भी करना चाह रहा है रिसर्चर, एवरीथिंग शुड बी क्लियर. देयर इज नो एम्बिग्विटी, देयर इज नो समथिंग लाइक अ हाइडन सीख वाला मेथड होना चाहिए. अकाउंटेबिलिटी, व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, इट शुड बी क्लियर. I can use only 20 number of subjects and I'll be given treatment for so many days. I'm not doing anything off the record. And moreover, accessibility. This is the point I was asking you. While you are preparing your research protocol, how much of information you got and what are the sources? मैंने ये भी बताया कि मुआलजात के करीबन 100 से ज्यादा थीसिस खत्म हो चुकी हैं एंड द पब्लिश्ड वर्क इज आई थिंक 50% ऑफ द वर्क ओनली बीन पब्लिश्ड. अब आप लोग मान लीजिए फॉर एग्जांपल somebody wants to do one this research we have conducted one research on irritable bowel syndrome. The paper also published. If you are not going to access the paper, somebody told you that this particular work has been carried out by the National Institute of Unani Medicine. अब आप हमारे पास पहुंचने की कोशिश करोगे. The reason is, what title should I give it to the irritable bowel syndrome with reference to Unani medicine?
Yeah.
Generally, our identity is established with our own terms.
Yes, sir.
Will you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Of course, we have a clause also here. If you don't have a right terminology, you can go with, you can surpass this. There is a clause. But try to establish your identity with your own terms. तो हमने कुछ hypothetically एक term दे दिया that is not valid at all. So to suppose as a researcher, if you wanted to repeat the work, don't do the mistakes. What are the things to be included? For that you need to collect the information already being conducted, been handed over, right? So accountability, accessibility is also important. अब तक जितना रिसर्च हुआ है उसको किसी ना किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाना चाहिए ताकि हर बंदे की रसद वहां तक पहुंच सके. उसमें अवाम अन्नास भी है, रिसर्चर भी शामिल है, और एनी एंटरप्रेन्योर who wanted to bring some product as a marketing work, उसके लिए भी information available होना चाहिए. So the importance and continuation of that. Moreover, there is international organization, the World Medical Association, उसका एक resolution हुआ था 1968 में, Declaration of Helsinki जिसे कहते हैं, उसमें clearly लिख दिया हुआ है कि every clinical trial must be registered in the public accessible database for recruitment of the first subject. क्योंकि as a scholar researcher, when you are going to do the work now, आप बताते हो कि हाँ, my study is we have followed the Helsinki Declaration as per the good medical practice, clinical practice. This is declaration. What does it mean? तो जब आप आपका research Declaration of Helsinki की base पे कर रहे हो, then it is also mandatory that you have to register your research protocols. आप जो register करना चाहते हो, उसको किसी database में register करना चाहिए. And when it has to be happen before starting the research work subject. Okay? And most important point, before we will proceed with this one, unpublished work is something like not done. अब आप बोलोगे मेरे पास बहुत सारे साथियों को मैं जानता हूँ, मखसूस तौर पे मेरे जो सीनियर्स हैं हैदराबाद के, एक साहब बता रहे थे कि मैंने पपीता का पोस्ट होता है उसको यूज करते हुए I have treated most of the diabetic wound cases, around 75,000 cases I have treated. Please try to learn my words here. Be careful. पपीते के पोस्ट के अफाल में कहीं ना कहीं मुंदमिल फरूक का फर्क होगा, या तो तभी मेरे हाजिर दोस्त ने यह महसूस भी किया होगा कि उसकी अफादियत होगी. लेकिन उन्होंने जो बात बताई कि मेरे 75,000 मरीजों पे ये नुस्खा आजमाया हुआ है और माशाल्लाह रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छे हैं. सवाल ये है कि मुझे आपके रिसर्च पर कोई शुबा नहीं है, आपने जो दवा इस्तेमाल कर दी उसका भी माखज तिबी यूनानी है जी, लेकिन आप जो बता रहे हो सैंपल साइज 75,000, मेरे ख्याल से वेटिकन सिटी की आबादी जो है 75,000 है, बहुत कम है. अभी हमने सुना कि कुवैत जो कंट्री है उसकी पॉपुलेशन अराउंड 40 lakhs, एक मुल्क बहुत ही मुतमविल, मैं कहता है हाईली रिच ऑफ द रिचेस्ट कंट्री, द पॉपुलेशन. आई एम नॉट जस्ट ब्लेमिंग द हाउ द पीपल आर pseudolically, that is the reason people are calling us as a pseudoscience, pseudo practitioners. जब तक आप साइंटिफिकली नहीं समझाओगे ऐसे फेंकते रहोगे, क्योंकि अभी तो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि फेंकने पे गोल्ड मेडल मिला हुआ है. I agree, because he's also a teacher. I'm just talking about my senior who just claiming that I did well. The question is, of course, if you have a 75,000 people of data, where is the data? How can they believe that you did 75,000 men? अभी बड़े बड़े तालुक हेडक्वार्टर जो मंडल हेडक्वार्टर्स होते हैं जहाँ म्यूनिसिपैलिटीज कायम करती है, उन शहरों की पॉपुलेशन होती है 40,000 रुपए. Anyhow, the question is, if you did some work, it is mandatory that you have to bring it to the public domain. It has to be published. If you are not publishing, I don't believe that you have worked this.
Yeah.
My question is, You have spent your energy, 75,000 people are acquainted, benefit with your work, but where is the published one? Where is the data? मैं बोलने को तो बहुत कुछ बोल सकता हूँ, अभी तक मैंने बहुत कुछ बोल दिया. Is it published? I show you the references. So, I'm just sensitizing you, being a researcher, do remember that whatever the work you are going to do, it has to be published. Because you are helping the people, the future generation, future researchers, what you did, how the outcomes of this. That will make the people to refine their protocol, the research studies. Okay? And finally, apart from that research clinical trials, the International Committee of Medical Journals, जैसे मैंने बताया कि जो काम आप किए उसको पब्लिश करना जरूरी है. पब्लिश करने के लिए कहीं ना कहीं कुछ पब्लिकेशन मटेरियल चाहिए. किसी अखबार में दर्शा करोगे, किसी जर्नल में करोगे. कोशिश ये होती है कि अच्छे से अच्छे मेडिकल जर्नल में पब्लिश हो, है ना, ताकि एक बड़ी से बड़ी आबादी जो साइंटिफिकली समझने वाले लोग हैं उन तक पहुंचे हमारा मैसेज. तो हमारा कंसर्न ये होगा कि द बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट जर्नल शुड एक्सेप्ट आवर पेपर. ये उसी वक्त पॉसिबल हो सकता है जब आप अच्छी मेथोडोलॉजी से लिखोगे, हर चीज अच्छे से क्लियरली रखोगे. तो ब्रिटिश मेडिकल जर्नल इन लोगों ने बिल्कुल पाबंदी आयद कर दी. अगर आप इफ यू वांटेड टू पब्लिश योर रिसर्च, maybe it's of innovative, new, novel, but the thing is you have to register into the clinical trial registry. Otherwise, you are not going to publish your paper. So that makes mandatory in 1st July 2015, आज से करीबन 7-8 साल पहले, 17 साल पहले, कि all researchers globally they started registering their research protocols into the registries. Okay. Coming to the part, Hindustan में government of, sorry, this is related to WHO. इन तक तय होने के बाद इंटरनेशनली पीपल थॉट दैट वी हैव टू हैव वन सेंट्रलाइज्ड रजिस्ट्री. तो WHO took an initiative, they established an international clinical trial registry platform, और वहीं से it's a global initiative and just it is not a register itself but it also provides standard to existing registries. इनके दिए हुए डायरेक्शंस की बेसिस पे तकरीबन ममालिक में पूरे हिंदू वर्ल्ड में कितने मुल्क हैं, कुछ अंदाजा है? मैं देख रहा हूँ काफी सुकून लाख हो गया और काफी लोगों को बोरियत महसूस हो रही है. अंदाजा है कितने मुल्क हैं? 50? मैडम कुछ ज्यादा बोलती है. बैक बेंचर, रियली यू आर द ग्रेट पीपल. आई जस्ट वुड लाइक टू लर्न फ्रॉम यू. अप्रॉक्सीमेट आजकल फेंकने पे गोल्ड मेडल मिल रहा है पेपर. हाउ सर? 195 और ऐड कर सकते. फ्रॉम दिस कैन एक्सपेक्ट maybe something like somebody is starting with 260, 180. So we have more than 209, 210, 20 places out there. बहुत सारे colonies हैं किसी न किसी country से जुड़े हुए हैं. Why I am giving this particular point is, today most of the countries are involved with clinical trials. Whether they have their own registries? Yes. Madam said yes. Then we'll try to understand that what are the countries we don't have. Very interesting point I would like to raise before you is our neighbor countries, they don't have their own registries. Right? So, WHO ये तो उन्होंने किया. Vision, what the purpose, why they have established the registries is, every country should have its own national clinical registry. Like India, we have clinical trial registry of India, and they have to enforce policies that clinical trial be registered in primary registry of any nation. For example, I told you, India we have a registry, but at the same time I told some of our neighboring countries they don't have. Then what to do? They have to follow certain, enforce certain policies. So they based upon the policy, they can register with the neighboring countries also, right? And the mission is, the purpose is to ensure accessibility of the clinical trial. अभी आप लोग जैसे ethical clearance हो गया है, synopsis submit हो गई है.
हाँ sir.
What is next is nothing but you have to register your protocols into the clinical trial registry, right? So all the 8 students from Government United Medical College and we have around 70 students from National Institute of United Medicine. Be a representative of the total population, whichever studies involve the human subjects, they have to go for clinical trial registry before starting the work. Okay? So the first point is accessibility of the trial, so that the future, कोई भी किसी भी टॉपिक पे काम करना चाहता हो, so they can learn that whether the studies has been conducted, अब हो रहा है. पहले तो हो रहा था कि ongoing, previous तमाम स्टडीज को रजिस्टर करवाया जाता था. The purpose is to improve the research transparency, validate the scientific evidences, and to allow patients to identify relevant clinical trials. इस सिलसिले में बड़ी दिलचस्प बात है, जैसे कि सर के लेक्चर को बता रहे थे कि कोविड के संदर्भ में हमने बहुत कुछ करना चाहा लेकिन नहीं कर पाए. हमारी थ्योरीज क्लासिकल रही है, लेकिन उसको भी काफी जगहों में रिवाइव किया गया मुख्तलिफ तरीके से. अर्केजीप तो बेहतरीन एग्जाम्पल रही, जीएमसी और नियम में और काफी स्टेट में इसको अच्छे से तकसीम भी किया गया था कोविड के दौरान में. People started exploring, asking us, sir, this is your Unani institution, we heard about that. Arkejeep is doing something like a preventive medicine in COVID-19 infection.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They started asking. And I used to got a call from different countries also. Yeah, Bangalore is a hub because the promotion of the product was started from the
Bangalore.
GMC only.
Yes.
So this Kannada media. Before that also the government of India already published the guidelines where this Arkejeep was one of the drug which is there. But it was not brought to the notice of the common public. Anyhow, they have used the platform. We got the good reputation also. So, ultimate objective purpose of any trial or trial-related intervention is, which makes allow the patients to identify from where I can get this product, where I can go for the research. So, this information should be available. So, WHO ने जो शुरू में बात हुई थी, उन्होंने 3-4 सेंटर्स कायम कर दिए थे, जिसमें फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड फॉर रैंडमाइज्ड कंट्रोल क्लिनिकल ट्रायल नंबरिंग, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो यूके में स्टार्ट हुआ, दैट स्टार्टेड डूइंग फ्रॉम 2000, फॉलोड बाय ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड क्लिनिकल ट्रायल रजिस्ट्री. ये शुरू में कुछ 5-6 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स बहुत ही कम ममालिक में स्टार्ट हुआ था. But recently what we observed is only 18 national registries are there throughout the world. जबकि हमने पता अंदाजा है कि हमारे पास 200 से ज्यादा ममालिक मौजूद हैं. रिसर्च तो कहीं ना कहीं हर तरीके से हो रहा है, किसी न किसी तरीके से रिसर्च हो रहा है, क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स हो रहे हैं. दिस इज हियर टू रिमेंबर नेशनल रजिस्ट्रीज. उसके साथ में कुछ और इजाफी बात है, एंड द रजिस्ट्रीज फॉलो. जहां कहीं जिस मुल्क में भी कोई रजिस्ट्री होती है, ये जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होता है, दे हैव टू फॉलो द पब्लिश स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ द WHO, दैट इज IDCPR, उनको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. हियर द प्राइमरी रजिस्ट्रीज प्लेटफॉर्म्स थ्रू द वर्ल्ड WHO जिसकी की हुई है. Primary registry में hardly we have 6, 7, 8 only, sir. Luckily, we have the people, our government of India has taken initiative and they established one. And among the Asian countries, the other countries are the Sri Lanka and China only we have. The others are not from the Asia. I mean to say, among the Asian countries, only 3 countries they have the primary registries. बाकी बहुत सारे ममालिक जैसे नहीं है. एंड एक तो पार्ट ऑफ कंट्रीज में आपको यूएसए, यूनियन हो सकता है, ये शायद आपकी इतनी जरूरत नहीं होगी, बट आई विल टेक यू today as per this 2020 May, hardly 1 year back, and see Africa में कितने total number of studies जो भी documented है, यूरोप में इतने. So you can access all this information for the WHO website. How the people are contributing the knowledge, sharing the real knowledge with the researchers globally. My ultimate aim is, I just wanted to sensitize all of you people, be little bit responsive, behave like a responsive researcher. Please contribute to the thing so that the people will know that what is Unani, what is this melasma, what is this Boswellia lapidea. So let them explore the potential through this media, through this database. Okay, and finally coming to that this Indian clinical trial registry. This India में हमारे पास Indian Council for Medical Research है, एक पार्लियामेंट्री बॉडी है. उसके अंदर बहुत सारे इदारे चलते हैं, जिसमें पर्टिकुलरली द नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल स्टैटिस्टिक्स. इसी के तहत में दे आर द पीपल हु आर टेकिंग केयर ऑफ ऑल दिस क्लिनिकल ट्रायल रजिस्ट्री डेटा ऑफ इंडिया. एज अ रिसर्चर, almost all my protocols, here I have my colleague also, she also did the same thing, all protocols are available as a preliminary information in the clinical trial registry data of India. If you want to search, उसका तरीका ये होता है, उसके कुछ टैग वर्ड्स होते हैं, कॉमन पब्लिक वर्ड्स होते हैं, साइंटिफिक वर्ड्स होते हैं. You go and search into the portal ICTR and the CTR web. You will be knowing about the potential work, what is being done, what is going to be carried out, what probably going to be done. So this is a very right place. This हिंदुस्तान का जो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल रजिस्ट्री एक एस्टेब्लिश तो हो गया, लेकिन ये चलेगा कैसे? इतना सारा खर्च कौन बर्दाश्त करेगा? तो उसमें साउथ ईस्ट एशियन एसोसिएशन जो रीजनल ऑफिस है WHO की, वो और इंडिया की WHO ऑफिस उसको फंडिंग करते हैं. बहुत बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट है ये. इनफैक्ट दिस इज अ वेरी वंडरफुल प्रोजेक्ट. You are also the contributor of this project if you are going to register your studies there. Basically, as I told you, Institute of Medical Statistics ने start किया, and now it was on 20th July 2007. आज से 14 साल, क्योंकि जुलाई भी तो खत्म हुआ है, अगस्त में हम लोग 17 साल पहले, 14 years back, we got this clinical trial register in India. उससे पहले जो रिसर्चर्स होते थे बहुत ही डायरेक्शनलेस हुआ करते थे, क्या कुछ हो रहा पता ही नहीं चलता था. So they made it very mandatory. Initially registration started like a voluntary. आप चाहो तो रजिस्टर करवाइए, ना भी चाहो तो ना कराए, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं था आपको. और वर्क शुरू करने से पहले, दौरान या खत्म होने पे भी किया जा सकता था. बट नाउ द रूल्स हैव चेंज्ड since the 15th of July 2009 and the trial registry has started being made mandatory. उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, अब आपको ट्रायल करना है तो आपको रजिस्टर कराना पड़ेगा. बट द रिलैक्सेशन इज बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द ट्रायल नहीं था, बल्कि ड्यूरिंग द ट्रायल, एट द एंड ऑफ द ट्रायल ऑल्सो देयर वाज अ परमिशन टू रजिस्टर. फाइनली एडिटर्स ऑफ द बायोमेडिकल जर्नल्स इन इंडिया, हिंदुस्तान के बहुत सारे ऐसे जर्नल्स, रिप्यूटेड जर्नल्स है जिनका अपना अच्छा सा मुकाम है, उन्होंने भी पाबंदी आयद कर दी कि अगर आपके ट्रायल कोई भी क्लिनिकल स्टडी रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है ट्रायल रजिस्ट्री में, तो हम वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू पब्लिश योर डेटा. सो दैट मेक्स वेरी सेंसिटिव टू द पीपल. जैसे मैंने बताया, आपका वर्क अगर कोई भी है वो पब्लिश नहीं है तो नोबडी विल एक्सेप्ट दैट यू डिड समथिंग. आप कितने बड़े अच्छे से रिसर्चर हो. जैसे डॉक्टर साहब कह रही थी, बशीर साहब हैदराबाद में हुआ करते थे, वो अपने दौर के बड़े हाजिर मुहक्किक थे, रिसर्चर थे, लेकिन उनका कोई पेपर पब्लिश नहीं है.
उस जमाने में रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट भी नहीं था, लॉन्ग बैक.
Even though,
When
but
I did it in 2000.
I'm your senior there. I know that. I'm your senior. Still, I'm keeping the record.
Earlier, in fact, sir, there in MD. When I was in final year, you joined as first year student.
Maybe I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I had a senior like you there in the college. Anyhow, so concern is, of course, you did a lot of work, but it is not available. So your work is something like a nullified, right? Since recent past 2018, अब तो बिल्कुल mandatory कर दिया है. It is applicable to all of you people. Before starting your research work, you have to register it. कहाँ कराना है?
सेंट्रल.
NIU में?
नो सर.
कहाँ करवाएंगे? CTR, क्लिनिकल ट्रायल रजिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया में आप अपना सारा प्रोटोकॉल करेंगे. अब सवाल है कैसे करेंगे सर? वी डोंट नो. बहुत सारे लोग बोलेंगे वी डोंट नो द कंप्यूटर, वी डोंट नो सो मेनी थिंग, एंड इट इज अ वेरी कस्टमाइज्ड वन, वेरी ब्यूटीफुली एक्सप्लेन वन. सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी आपको एक वो मिलेगा, वीडियो है उसमें, एंड इट विल एजुकेट यू, इट विल टेक यू वेरी इजीली. ओके, एंड द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट रिसर्च टू बी रजिस्टर्ड. सवाल है कि रिसर्च तो कर रहे हैं, मुझे पता है GUMC में 3 तो लिटरेरी वर्क हो रहा है.
हाँ सर.
Whether they have to go for registry? Pakka? No.
नो सर.
No. That literary portion, it's not going to take. I told you, any research involving human subjects, it has to be mandatory that they have to register into the clinical registry. Okay? Do remember that in future also, if you wanted to do any literary kind of research. Population survey?
प्रेफरेंस.
पक्का? अच्छा, तो तब उसको भी करा सकते हैं. ठीक है? चलो, anything. So do remember, clinical trial registry is just linked with the involvement of the human subjects into the study, right? Where आप किसी ड्रग पे काम कर रहे हैं तो करिएगा. सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर्स उस पर करनी है. प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स लाइक आप यू आर एजुकेटिंग द पीपल, यू आर डूइंग आस्किंग द पेशेंट्स टू फॉलो सर्टेन रेजिम, वो भी जाएगा. लाइफस्टाइल मॉडिफिकेशन, बिगेस्ट डिस्कशन सारा हैज टोल्ड ऑलरेडी, वो भी आपको करना है. डिवाइसेस आल्सो. आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर वन इन्फॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम माय एंड. आप लोग सुनना चाहोगे एक छोटा सा?
यस सर.
अच्छा, हमारे पास हमारे कलीग्स दैनिक डिपार्टमेंट में उन्होंने एक डिवाइस डेवलप करने की कोशिश की थी. आई होप यू रिमेंबर मैम. You know the device was something like, so classically it is there in the literature. Histosalpingography कैसे करते हैं genic students? So modernly they are using a different, they introduce the contrast into the Fallopian tubes and the subject for the radiography, है ना? ऐसा होता है. But in our literature it is there, very beautifully defined. एक डिवाइस बनाया जा सकता है, उसके अंदर कुछ ऐसे बुखारियत किया, धुआं की शक्ल में दाखिल करते हैं. It's a very classically pre-defined procedure is there. और उसको कैसे मरीज महसूस करता है. Really still I remember that because the project was subjected before the ethical committee and because of certain technical reason it was not permitted, it seems to be. तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि आप किसी डिवाइस को जो आपके लिटरेचर में मौजूद है उसकी बुनियाद पे भी आप काम कर सकते हैं. And really still why I'm giving the references, we have such enormous kind of information and only the thing is you have to explore and to be practically make it available. Okay? तो डिवाइस पे भी कर सकते हो, एजुकेशनल बिहेवियर ट्रीटमेंट भी कर सकते हो, and rehabilitation strategies. And finally, the trials and IU system of medicine. हम ये जो clinical trial registry is a general common platform for all the researchers. Modern के लोगों के लिए तो लाजमी हो गया, but the same time हिंदुस्तानी कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आयुष के लिए और दीगर ममालिक में वहाँ की अपने जो अल्टरनेटिव सिस्टम ऑफ मेडिसिन के लिए भी ये मैंडेटरी है. एनी ट्रायल विच बीइंग कंडक्टेड अंडरटेकन बाय आयुष पीपल कैन बी रजिस्टर्ड हियर. ओके, एंड एक्सपेक्टेड टू रजिस्टर CTR बिफोर एनरोलमेंट ऑफ द फर्स्ट पेशेंट इज मैंडेटरी. हाँ, तो रजिस्ट्रेशन में होता क्या है? 3 चीजें इसमें है, उसके बाद खत्म कर रहा हूँ. आई होप दैट ऑल ऑफ यू आर वेरी टायर्ड. ट्रायल रजिस्ट्रेशन इन्वॉल्व पब्लिक डिक्लेरेशन. आपको एज ए रिसर्चर उसमें दिखना है, दे देना है कि या आई एम हियर बाय गिविंग द डिक्लेरेशन आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ ट्रायल इन्वेस्टिगेटर। यहाँ कोई छुपा छुपी वाली बात नहीं। मैंने 75,000 मरीजों पे काम किया, उस्ताद तो बशीर साहब ने भी बहुत कुछ कर दिया। बोलेंगे कि नहीं मैं नाम लेना नहीं चाहता, आई डोंट वांट टू पब्लिसाइज माय नेम दैट आई एम अ रिसर्चर। देयर इज नो सच ए थिंग, यू हैव टू डिस्क्लोज द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ द इन्वेस्टिगेटर हूसोएवर मे बी, राइट। डिस्क्लोजर, स्पॉन्सरर, बहुत सारे स्टडीज होते हैं कि हम खुद करते हैं, इंस्टीट्यूशन स्पॉन्सर करते हैं, सब फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्रीज करते हैं। डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ ऑल इंफॉर्मेशन इज मैंडेटरी। इंटरवेंशन, आप क्या दवाई दे रहे हो, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ड्रग्स इट इज, कंपैरेटर, सिंपल ड्रग्स, ऑल दोस थिंग्स, पेशेंट पॉपुलेशन, हाउ मेनी पेशेंट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, ये वाला स्टेटमेंट चाहिए उसमें। एंड स्टडीज विदाउट अप्रूवल ऑफ द एथिकल कमिटी विल नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड। इंडस्ट्री वालों के लिए तो ड्रग कंट्रोल जनरल वालों का भी अप्रूवल चाहिए, दैट इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल टू अस एज ए स्टूडेंट एंड रिसर्चर। फाइनली, जब एक बार आपका ट्रायल रजिस्ट्री में आ जाए, so all updates and changes will be recorded and available for public display. See, this registry ने इतना flexible बना दिया हुआ है, at any point of a time you feel there is a change need to be required, and they have given permission to go for changes also, and every change will be brought to the public domain. तो लिहाजा ये चीज अवाम उन्नास के फायदे के लिए है, इंडस्ट्री वालों के लिए भी है, साइंटिस्ट के लिए है, रिसर्चर्स के लिए है। So I think this is a one source through which we can connect globally the global people who are looking for the quest of developing new interventions. Maybe we have a lot of wisdom, but we are not sharing because we don't have a proper platform, we don't have proper vocabulary. So objective तो बता रहा था किसके पास वही encourage call clinical trials, prospective the time frame पर भी disclose होना चाहिए. Here the vision will look at the to accept registration of trials conducted in other countries in the region. ये बात है. Now today India is one of the primary registries for neighboring countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan and Philippines. These are the 6 countries they are utilizing the clinical trial registry platform. So we are very happy. Some of the countries they are technically very strong sort, but they couldn't reach the eligibility criteria mentioned with the WHO.
Yes.
So out of that we have a 6 now. Pakistan, the very rich of its claim in several area, but they are registering with us. And like other countries, 6 countries have been taking approval. This is the what is called as the links are here. ctra.nic.in. We don't have some of the facilities to go for this. इसके database में जाइएगा, and if you go to the first page of the clinical trial registry, there is a tutorial. मॉड्यूल 1, 2, 3, इसमें हर एक पॉइंट आपको क्लियरली समझ में आ जाएगा. मॉड्यूल 1 पे जाते हैं आपके बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन दर्ज करना है. व्हाट इज योर नेम, टू विच इंस्टीट्यूशन यू बिलोंग, व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ द स्टडी. एक बार आपके बेसिक्स चले जाओगे तो मॉड्यूल 2 विल टेक यू द टेक्निकल इश्यूज ऑफ योर स्टडी, टाइटल ऑफ द स्टडी. अब आपने लिख दिया कि एफिकेसी ऑफ मार्जून फिलासफा इन पता नहीं कुछ ऐसे गैनिकोलॉजी तो बड़े अच्छे अच्छे टर्म्स लिखते हैं. अवाम नासु कैसे समझ में आएगा? जनरल पब्लिक दे डोंट नो द टेक्निकल टर्म्स. For that, we have to substantiate the norm, the common terms also. उसका भी provision है, आपको उसमें लिखना है हमारी चीजें. And like that, these are the 2 links are here. I am unable to take you. Finally, I am very glad to place before you because the government of India just going one step further. Already we have a clinical trial registry common for all the systems of medicine, but specifically, the present government is emphasizing, not only emphasizing, they established a separate, what is called as a registry for Ayurvedic science. The recently it was on 4th of June, July it seems to be, it was July, government of India, the former minister of Ayush, not the present, Rijut, वो ये थे, उन्होंने इसको लॉन्च भी कर दिया. Now right now we have a separate database for Ayush, particularly Ayurveda का. And the purpose is just wanted to generalize the terms, treatments of Ayurveda to the global community. And still we are thinking about, we are unable to establish our identity. National Commission for Indian System of Medicine बन गया, उसमें separate commissions board भी बन गया, आयुर्वेदा के लिए, होमियो के लिए, यूनानी, सोया, रिक्पा और सिद्धा को जोड़ते हैं. हम लोग एतराज कर रहे हैं, इख्तिलाफात बहुत सारे मंजर पे आ रहे हैं. The reasons are there. My concern is, this is the right time to establish yourself. अगर कसरत से हर रिसर्चर अपना डेटा अपलोड करेगा, व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज क्लिनिकल ट्रायल इंडिया में, कहीं ना कहीं हम उनको कन्विंस कर सकते हैं कि दिस पीपल आल्सो नीड ए सेपरेट रजिस्ट्री फॉर देयर ओन आइडेंटिटी. अदरवाइज दे विल मर्ज विद द forcibly they also merge with the Ayurvedic this clinical trial registry. I hope this is a conclusion. Conclusion is ultimately a few points are there. Registration is mandatory before starting the subject. and it will help you with the duplication of the work.
Yeah.
एक बात मैंने शुरू में बताया था, मुझे एक वाक़या शेयर करना है. अभी इस वक्त नियम में हम एक स्टडी कर रहे हैं मेलास्मा पे. इत्तेफाक से GUMC में भी एक स्टडी होने जा रही है मेलास्मा पे. And the unfortunate thing, and the coincidence is, both the studies, they are going to work on the same intervention in the same point of time. It's wastage of resources because they don't know, even we don't know. So we need to have a platform. Come, we'll discuss. Coming to the conclusion. So try to explore the new potentials, new innovations. इससे क्या होगा? Duplication prevent होगा. सवाल सिर्फ duplication का इतना ही नहीं है, बल्कि अगर आपकी स्टडी स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हैं, even 1 rupee spending toward your work, the 1 rupee is also accountable. Generally, the studies will not finish with 1 rupee, 10 rupee, 10 lakhs of rupees are required to come out of the house. So to prevent the financial loss also, one has to have some platform where we can exchange their ideologies also. Describing clinical trial in progress can make it easier to identify the gaps and the outcome is when you submit your protocols, there is a technical team who are sitting there and they will correct it, they'll modify you, they'll ask you to change this modification in your protocol. Finally, registries will definitely improve your quality of clinical trials, making it possible to identify potential problems in the research process. And it is must to register before starting the patient and must start publishing your data. I hope I finished my talk. Thank you for patiently listening.